thrilling stuff. Welcome to another episode of Jackson Garage. Today I will be working on the battery management system, doing some wiring, figuring out how it works, and hopefully getting somewhere. Cool, enjoy it. So it looks like we found our BMS on the interwebs. Those two things look pretty similar. I hope this is the Bluetooth app that I'm going to download and use. This is a demo of the app. The 4-pin wire connects over there to the display. This 5-pin wire connects to your BMS for your temperature sensor. These little black wires are your temperature sensors. The balance wires connect via these white plugs. I will show you how to wire these up now. So these blue wires are connected to your B negative here. Essentially you'll have your battery negative, and then you'll have your positive going to negative, positive to negative, positive to negative, carrying on through your stack. This first socket has a maximum of 14 cells. There's actually a B negative written on the BMS board itself, and so that's opposite to the video that I watched. So you start with the B negative this side and you work your way up towards all the positives, and the very last pin on the very last connector is your total positive. So if you end here on a positive, let's say that's cell number 14, then you connect your very last pin, and there's a little B positive on the board as well. So you'll have one wire going there, one wire coming off there. So that basically means that you've got 22 wires for 20 cells. The 2 extra wires are your total positive is the 1, and your total battery negative is 2, making up 20 positive connections, 1 total negative, and 1 total positive connection, equaling 22 wires. This is your on-off switch. So if you don't use your BMS for 3 minutes, it goes into standby mode. Standby LED flashes every 8 seconds. If your LED is always on, then it's working. The Bluetooth LED flashes on and off and on and off. If you go to Bluetooth on your phone and connect to the device, I think the pin code is 1, 2, 3, 4. On the side we've got our power, we've got the on-off and the button to cycle through the screens, got the data cable over there. Finally, a wiring diagram. That makes a little bit more sense. Hello Jackson Garage, this is next day. I don't have a soldering iron, so I'm going to be twisting the wires and taping them and seeing how that'll work, and see if we can get this thing going. Obviously what I'm going to do is I will test each of the leads with the multimeter. Stay tuned. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is to test with multimeter is, so in this Nissan Leaf pack configuration you've got 2 cells per pack and you've got 20 cells. Okay, one of the things that is said about wiring this thing up is you're only wiring to the positive terminals. In all the videos, all of the batteries are in series, so you wire into the positive terminal. And if there's two cells per pack, that's a positive, and it's the negative of the other, then it's the positive of the one and the negative to the other. So essentially, the middle rail here on the Nissan Leaf is the bus bar between two cells, right? Okay, I think so. So there are 20 cells here, right? Still, I think I've made a mistake. So you're counting your cells from number 1 from the total negative. So this is total positive still, but it is not number 1. It's not 1. It is number 20. This is number 1, because that's negative, then first positive, total negative, positive. Okay, that's making sense. Total negative to negative, but I'm getting 7.2 because I've connected it wrong. 3.6, okay. 3.6 between 1 and 2, okay. I don't know why that's confusing to me, but I'm a little confused. I'm building a kind of a tape jig to make sure that all of these wires don't get too messed up. And I've got 2 plugs, there we go, 2 plugs and basically 20 modules, 20 battery cells worth of wires in this jig. So let's carry on, another 10 to go. What I'm gonna do is test the plugs right now, and because we're halfway, let's see that everything's working out so that I don't have to do another 20 all over again. 3.6, 7.2, 3.6, 7.2. Good. So that was quite tough actually. It's just a lot of persistence and checking. So those leads go to, you can see there, battery minus. So there are 2 there so that you can take more current. The internet says that they're not really sufficient for heavy applications, so I'm going to use both of them and put 2 lugs on there. I'm going to crimp 2 lugs on there. We've only got 20 out of the 32. There are the 2 lug nuts, nicely crimped on. Okay, so the data cable's in the BMS board, and there you can actually see a B+. That means that it needs to be on the very end pin, whichever pin you basically fill up. So I've wired the plugs, the balancing leads up wrong, pretty sure. So that's B minus, so that's battery minus, and all the way over here is battery plus, meaning that your first pin here must be battery minus, and then all of those are the positives, going all the way along. Okay, so what are you doing? Flashing lights. Okay, that's gone away.
Thanks for watching another thrilling episode of Jackson Garage. Okay, so I got pretty far with that BMS. Yeah, I think we're gonna need a couple more BMSs if we want to put 40 modules into this car, meaning, there's already 20 cells per one of these boxes. So there's already 20 cells in each one of these boxes, and we want 4 of these boxes. That's 80 cells. So we need a BMS that can take 80, that can balance 80 cells, and you can't even hot swap this stuff. So this has been pretty interesting. My final hurdle, hopefully in the next episode, will be to get the screen to work. There's LEDs flashing on the BMS, it's making some beeping, there's a little hissing noise, not electrical hissing, but like a squeaky little something's happening noise on the circuit board. So I think that's a pretty good place to cut the video. As I said, thrilling stuff. Thanks for watching. Cheers.